A man named Jakar Marlowe was killed this morning by a metahuman who dropped a massive rock on his head. Black Spider, an assassin from the League of Shadows, was also spotted in the area. Boulder dropping isn't his style, so the possibility does exist that your sister is now with the Shadows. The League of Shadows is run by Raish Al Ghul, the Demon's Head, a member of the Light and one of the most dangerous men on the planet. We are not facing Al Ghul and all his shadows without more intel and a solid plan. Brion, don't make me sorry I told you about this.
Maybe I know. When we were at Bedlam Central, I spotted a dissected mother box. Not just dead. Murdered. Mother boxes are living computers. That burst of energy? It was probably Mother Box's soul escaping. But you're frustrated, I get it. My one mission with Dick turned into this never-ending thing. You're right. We had a system. The Watchtower was for missions, and Happy Harbor was our own fortress of solitude, where we could just be us. But it's okay. I know what we need.
Be grateful Nabu grants you this boon at all. Zatanna, I know. But if we do not hold to the letter of the agreement, Nabu will never give us another opportunity. I love you, Zatanna. And I'll see you next year. I am afraid that is exactly right, G. Gordon. My sister and brother-in-law were assassinated by a Karaki metahuman. We need to vet every Karaki in the country for metahuman powers. And that cannot be done without giving Markovia's patriotic security forces the extreme authority to get the job done. But Gregor is only 17. So until he comes of age next year, I will be acting as his regent.
One night. I only require this organization to operate without me for one night, so I might play the role of regent to the king without interruption. But it seems that was too much to ask. And so our worst fears are confirmed! Prince Brion Markov, in league with metahuman assassins! I had to become one, to defend us against them! Finish him! Open fire! Little Prince, you dare? The security forces are mine to control!
You're gonna regret that, kid! No! I had to protect you! That curse must protect Hannah!
Thanks, kid. Silas, he'll never make it to a hospital. He needs to say goodbye, Sarah. Silas, please! Okay, power's restored, but this thing's draining a lot of juice. Yes. And... no. Silas, I'm sorry. This is insane. There's no heart or brain function. Viv's gone. I've got to stop this thing before it finishes doing... whatever it's doing. I don't hear a heartbeat.
You'll do what you need to do, Connor. You'll do what's right. You always do. I don't want to be that kind of girlfriend, but I just lost a big chunk of my team to whatever Batman's got going. I was sort of counting on you. I've chosen love over anger. Macomb, there are better ways to change minds. On Earth, on Mars, and here on New Genesis. This isn't Forager's fault. Please understand, that was never Orion. It was a Martian, feeding your hate. You can come with us. But it's not forever. Just for now.
It's okay, Gar. Now that both your moms are dead, you can come live with your big sister. Wow, he's a jerk. Do I know him? No. Never seen him before. Sure you have the right house, kid? Hello, Megan. I totally forgot I have all this fresh honey. Sorry, you weren't in this episode. Sure you're even born yet?
Same things, really. Batman, I just resigned from the Justice League, and at least their leaders were elected democratically. I want nothing to do with Batman Incorporated. Maybe I made the wrong decision, quitting when I did. Right when the League was splitting in half, I left Calder understaffed and Virgil in the lurch. Maybe I need to go back. The League used to be about helping people, period. Now it's all politics. And Bats, he's still playing CEO of Batman Inc. I'm better off freelancing with... speak of the devil. I hereby call this emergency meeting of the Justice League to order. I see that all of the Leaguers stationed on Earth are here, either in person or via hologram. So let us get right to it. My co-chair has urgent news from the heroes she is leading on our various missions in space. And globally, we are faced with obstacles at every turn. United Nations Secretary General Lex Luthor is using our UN Charter to place more and more restrictions on the League. The League has its difficulties, I acknowledge that. But we still have a positive impact, and we are an important symbol for truth and justice worldwide.
We're taking this stuff in broad daylight. Rent-a-cops with grapnels? How much do they pay these guys? You rent-a-cops cannot be making enough scratch for this gig. Do you low-rent heroes know how much this suit costs? Y'all interrupted my thing. Be rude not to return the favor. Hey, cut it out! Put me down! Oh man, this ain't right. This ain't right at all. Seriously, who are you guys?
You know my work is important. There are things happening in this world that are bigger than you and I. And in any case, I will not talk to you while you are behaving in this way. It's called a father box. The Justice League told me aliens used it to heal their own. I am the lead scientist here, and the world's preeminent expert on alien technology. When I say it will work, it will work! It has to. Victor, there was an explosion. I want you to stay calm. I believe you're out of danger now, but you were dying, son. And I had to save you. I had to do whatever I could to save you. Wait. You telling me you wake up with superpowers, the first thing you do is ask out Wonder Woman? Dude, you wouldn't stand a chance. Now, what kind of powers are we talking about here? So lame. That's because I'm all about Black Canary. What? Booyah! We got this in the bag. Some superhero. Dude, crush that magic. Thanks, Dad. Booyah! Booyah, skidoo! We'll go off and die on a mission, cause that's just how we roll. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. It's like I'm on the bridge of the Starship Engager. No. You see, you don't understand.
You got a baby in there.
Try not to fly unless you're doing it on purpose. Yeah. Hey, your English is getting better. How about your name? Anything about your life? So, if you can't remember anything, why the job? Look, don't worry. Nightwing's running a background check, and once he figures out who you are, we can get you back home to your family. Oh, no, I had a previous appointment I need to keep, but it might help you out too. But since we're waiting, this is Halo. She's lost her memory. I thought maybe you could give her a mystic once-over or something?
And so, as a result of increasing restrictions placed upon its United Nations Charter, the Justice League regrets to announce the resignation in protest of the following members: Batman, Batwoman, Black Lightning, Green Arrow, Hardware, Katana, and Plastic Man.
Recognized. Steel 3-6. Black Lightning 2-3. Recognized. Aquaman 2-7. Recognized. Nightwing B-01. Tigress B-07. Pierce, Jefferson G-01. Halo G-03. Recognized. Markov, Rion G-02. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied. Authorization fail. Not recognized.
The safe course has brought us to this crossroads. Sister missing. Parents dead. Something daring must be done if I am to save Markovia. I have only one question. Is my sister, is Tara still alive? I know I made mistakes. Big mistakes, but please, I need your help. I'm not ready to walk away. I do not believe any of us would fit inside your team. Dr. Jace had a name for the powers in my bloodline. She called it the geo-force. I must say it's grand that a prince of the blood is interested in exploring his metagene potential. Patience, young prince. As with the metagene, it's not what you see on the surface. It's what lies beneath. Those are the metamorphosis pods. I like to think of them as cocoons, where caterpillars go to die. I was going to say, to become butterflies, but the process can be a bit hit or miss.
Come on, you funny monkeys. Watch it, you.
I don't know any Chakar Marlo. Huh?
Pull it over! Pull it over now!
Oh! I got a little carried away there. But thanks. Sorry.
Victor Stone. Bash Bashford, Metropolis University. That was quite the game. That final reception, exceptional.
I know you gotta say that. And I love that you know to say it.
I gotta tell you, Vic, we like what we see. You're the whole package. Big, fast, strong, great hands, and good grades to boot. You try. I love this kid.
Now, mark my words, son. You keep this up, and I guarantee you'll score a 4-year free ride to the college of your choice. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that choice should be met you.
I am your host, Mr. Bliss. And these are our first items up for bid. In this corner, Holocaust! And in that corner, Terror! Starting bid for Terror is 500,000 US. Oh, no, that was just one of our combatants farting. Everyone please remain seated. Perhaps an orderly evacuation isn't the worst idea.
And now, back to Doom Patrol Go.
English, yes. I remember English. I understand. Thanks for me staying in your home. Or, sorry.
New Genesis is one of 2 planets of origin to the new gods. The leader of New Genesis is Highfather, who lives on the floating city of Supertown. The surface of the planet is inhabited by a race of sentient bugs. Oh, like you. I'm Halo. It was the first name you gave me, and I like it. I'm Violet at home. I'm Halo during a mission. Halo. No, Fagerbakke. You are hurting Victor. He needs me. I may not understand all my new emotions, but helping those in need? That a mother box understands. Nothing isn't the problem. The problem is I have too much. All these new feelings, they can get in the way. But I believe they may also be a source of strength. I believe I have all I need.
This is the story of man. Of all mankind. Of one man. The history of human evolution, traced with the light of truth through time immemorial, leads back to a time of darkness. And to him. Man has known him by many names, but the truths in these pages will define him as the Savior. Father, you will always be Earth's first, last, and greatest hero. To fight at your side, to fight for humanity, this has been the honor of my life. Sarcasm, Miss Paris? Isn't that beneath you? Hey, who's Fred Bug? Harper.
Correct!
What?
I'm a Harper.
I thought you were Violet.
Yes.
So which is it? So you're Fred Bug with 2 G's. Got it. And she's Violet Harper. There we go. My name's Harper Rowe. Oh, I'm gonna like you too. Of course you're freaks. But that's a good thing. All those jerks in the cafeteria are cliquey high school cliches. They're not worth the effort. You guys, on the other hand, you're cool. Freaky, but cool.
But how will Forager speak to them? Forager does not speak human language. Oh, And Mother Box is not here to translate Forager's words. Miss Martian taught Miss Martian's language to Forager? What is wrong with naked? Forager is naked now. Fine. Now Forager is not naked. Forager thanks Artemis Croc. Forager thanks all his friends for risking limb and life to save Forager. The humans here are all truly drones in Forager's hive. Forager is Fred Bug with 2 G's. Forager understands. No, wait. Fred Bug with 2 G's understands. Yes. Strange that no students wish to sit with Violet Harper and Fred Bug with 2 G's. How will Happy Harbor teenagers learn about Violet Harper and Fred Bug with 2 G's if Violet Harper and Fred Bug with 2 G's do not interact with Happy Harbor teenagers? Are Violet Harper and Fred Bug with 2 G's freaks? Because Fred Bug with 2 G's doesn't feel like a freak. But Fred Bug with 2 G's must look like a freak.
The Reach! I mean the Clamulons are attacking! She's dead, Torque. He's dead, Torque. He's dead, Torque. Wow, we're losing everyone. It's a good thing they were already dead. So, who's next? You or me? I guess it's me. Tired of this show already? Well, let's see what else is on. Martian blood. Okay, sure, that helped. But face it, kid, you were chosen by the magical, mystical monkey god, Moi. Why do you think you can only change into animals? And do the words conservation of mass mean anything to you at all? Might even be my magic that intervened and messed up those goggles to keep you from being brainwashed for good. Face it, you're Beast Boy because I made you Beast Boy. I just needed a little help.
From McGann?
From you. I made you Beast Boy, but you made yourself a hero. So tell me, has that really changed? Hey, don't blame me. Your mind chose this voice. Freaks.
Let me guess. You fellas are in need of some top-of-the-line security. Am I right? Yeah. You've moved on so much, you completely neglected to mention Brion Markov, Dr. Jace, and that Halo girl. I guess I could make the time. Don't know if you've heard, but I have a girl sleeping over.
Over at your place, I know.
Over my couch, Dick. 2 feet over my couch. I'm saying someone needs to have a serious conversation about what to do with her long-term.
Well, fine. Wally's not here, so I'll say it. You're dropping the ball with these Markovian kids. Those kids need you. Your team needs you.
Whatever, bro. Yeah, I hear all those bat boys turn into pumpkins in daylight. Jim, you need to spend less time with your geraniums. These are top-of-the-line virtual and augmented reality goggles. Advanced graphics, totally immersive. Everybody's into these. Seriously, why are we even here? No one's taking this stuff in broad daylight. Okay, I stand corrected. I'll just blow out the tires, problem solved. Someone's sure gotten picky in his old age. Okay, I'm out. All goggles present and accounted for, boss. The clipboard never lies. I'm game. Yeah, I think he was talking to Will. That is the Dark Knight way, right?
Whose idea was it to put all 3 of you together on one mission?
Yours. Good VR goggles? For video game accessories.
Need to take another look at those credentials.
Hey, I'm older than Jim.
But I'm prettier.
You know what? Private security's more exciting than I thought.
You've been scapegoating metahumans, though you yourself were a metahuman. Clearly, you've done business with the metahuman traffickers my parents were trying to stop. You lied to them!
No!
And your great skill with your meta ability? That, no doubt, required time to master. Which tells me you received your powers long before Brion. Oh, I know you, Uncle. And it's clear your deceptions were the groundwork for a coup against my family and Markovia. I place you under arrest for the murder of my mother and father. Then they are not heroes, but vigilantes! This Nogalinity monster! I killed the monster! Fakat! Toy fakat, Lobo!
Brion, I've told you, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm your family's physician. I'm not some kind of mad scientist. And yes, you tested positive for the meta gene. Princess Tara would likely have tested positive as well. Which might explain it. Might. Even if your theory is correct,
How does that help? These traffickers obviously have meta-humans working for them. How does anyone without his or her own meta-abilities fight such people? To what end, Brion? To fight meta-fire with meta-fire? I don't know the answer. But I'll try to find out. Otto.
Otto! Otto esi!
When Bialia produces a hero who isn't a wanted criminal, perhaps the League will consider her or his candidacy, meaning it is largely accurate. Ladies and gentlemen, the true heroes of this world will do what they must to save lives, help people, and capture criminals, regulations or no.
Thou, Gabrielle, you're approved to enter Markovia. Though why we allow it is beyond me.
Oh, we wouldn't miss it. It's the one place I can relax with people who truly understand what our lives, what the life, is like.
No, down.
Diana, we had identified 3 links in the branchwater chain: acquisition, coercion, and utilization. Clayface, Livewire, and Mist were all discovered to have Hatter's nanotech in their systems. That's unclear. It was salvaged from a Reach warship down during the battle against the War World. Blue Beetle had previously translated the Reach text on the side of the machine, and all it says is meta-human failsafe. And it cost him, because I anonymously forwarded the evidence we gathered to the authorities. And right about now, en route back to Dr. Stone at Star Labs, Detroit. I'm sure he'll be able to figure out its true purpose safely. Time? Time for what? Robin, Tim, where are you going? I get that, Tim, but why didn't you tell me? Tim, I have to go. Sorry, I can't tell you that.
Just like the Justice League.
What is she doing?
Oh, great! The freaky scooters have firepower!
But he saved my life.
That's Tetch. For a Mad Hatter, he's kinda, well, hatless. He's heading for his night job, right on schedule. Although...
The water?
Yeah.
Clay backwash.
Gross. So you're thinking, doesn't matter! We know where Tetch is, so forget Clayface! Let's go get Hatter! But Clayface clearly does, and I tossed a liquid tracker on him. What is this place? What's Tetch up to? I lost Tetch and whoever he was running with!
So, per your orders, and since his release from Arkham 6 months ago, I've been keeping occasional tabs on Jervis Tetch, aka the Mad Hatter. 2 weeks ago, I brought along my squad. Spoiler, Arrowette, and Orphan. Link 2, Coercion. Instead of Bedlam's control chips, Branchwater had Mad Hatter inject its newly liberated convicts with nanotech that forced them to follow Branchwater's commands. Okay, yeah, they're criminals, but they're criminals being victimized by Stag. Well, for starters, no one's being coerced anymore. I found one of Hatter's control devices before his place blew up. We're kind of the anti-light. Maybe that was a poor choice of words.
Good thing he's not called the Mad Panther.
So, do we bust him for littering? Did you know Tetch was really Clayface? Or just not care?
Is Clayface an ally of Tetch's? We don't know where Tetch is.
Clayface. He didn't make it.
Awkward.
Us boys are bad. Got it. How you feel about giant bugs? Is that him and his pet monsters?
Hello, Megan. It's mission time. Guess you'll be studying those space physics up close, amigo. Don't blame you. This is so Crash. We are on a mission in space. It's so moted. Robin's not here for the whole detective thing. He'd pick up on all the clues. He seems ticked off. Ticked? Get it? Disobeyed your orders. Sorry, not sorry. No worries. I can keep up with the tornado toddlers. Come on, Dad. Stay whelmed. Oh, yeah, right. Spoilers. Sorry, Grandma. Dad, slow down.
Lock, Rob. Freya, lock.
saying is, there's no sound in space. The physics on this show are so messed up. Who uses boom tubes for the physics? But the mission, Miss Marshall... I think she shut us out. He needs witness protection or something.
Who watches for the physics? I can't believe we're boom tubing to another planet. This is so cool! Sorry, I got excited. Lost control. I think I can help. Zatanna's been teaching me focus.
Oh, well, you'd already left by the time my alarm went off, so I'd figured I'd remind you about the game tonight. Coach said a lot of college scouts are coming out to see me crush it. It'd really mean a lot if you could be there this time. I haven't seen you in days, Dad! You missed me crushing it at my game, and the celebration after, and the 4 college scouts who stopped by to, I don't know, woo me? Whatever. Look, I just want to get back to my actual life. I'm this close to a college scholarship, and maybe even a career in pro football. So I need one of you freaks to get this tech off me. That's the saving grace. I can be a stranger crushing a costume, but not an alien metal freak. I know. Being a freak's a good thing. Violet's permanently cleansed me of Father Box's, influence. Yeah, I can feel the difference.
Now, I'll murder yours. What are you? What kind of abomination are you? Then your friend was wrong!
Or not. Jace was correct. Mother Box cannot handle human emotions. Come out, wherever you are. No more reprieves, Mother Box. I'm coming for you. You can't help him. You can't stop me. You have no powers. Nothing.
Dr. Stone, it is. You've been placed in charge of examining an apocalyptic Father Box for both Star Labs and the Justice League. Now, we don't know much about this thing. Only that it's been observed repairing and or healing both apocalyptic tech and apocalyptic parademons. Tread lightly, Doctor. From what we understand, Father Boxes are pretty much pure evil. Just be careful, Silas.
Tell him, Bliss, the girl is toast. Or should I toast her to prove it?
Dr. Stone? Rick, you gotta calm down!
Great game, Ronnie.
Meta-humans are being treated as the next exploitable resource by first world countries, third world countries, rogue nations, corporations. It's a global pandemic. Perhaps it's time to acknowledge that the League has outlived its usefulness on Earth. And I'm offering an alternative. But all that matters is the mission. And if the UN's a roadblock to that mission, then we remove it by removing the League. I'm sorry, but I hereby tender my resignation to the Justice League. Thank you, everyone. We'll try to keep this brief. There has been much debate, both internationally and here in Markovia, about what to do with Kuraki refugees, following the invasion of Kurak by the rogue state of Bialia. Kurakis are welcome in Markovia. All over the world, children and teens are being abducted. Meta-human trafficking is an international scourge. Today, we pledge all of Markovia's resources to see that scourge ended.
Thank you, Aquaman. The MHYC's goal is to help these young people adjust to their new abilities and to readjust to the world around them. There are resources here for these children. Scientists like myself who can help them control their conditions, justice leaguers donating time to train them, and youth counselors who understand exactly what they are going through. Our hope is a simple one.
Struggle. Try disaster. And even if they test negative, they're rarely seen again. He's hamstrung us. I mean, come on! When that tsunami hit Malaysia, we couldn't even go in on a humanitarian mission. You should leave with us, Dinah. We can do a lot of good this way.
Teens and even kids are being abducted on an unprecedented scale. They're tested for the metagene, and if they test positive, they're used as guinea pigs to create new metahumans. This was a plan. You, Batman, and the others, you arranged this in advance. Well, you're off to a fine start. You knew I wouldn't be part of blindsiding Calder, so you kept me out of the loop. If you're leaving, leave.
The way our daughter was abducted.
But that is not what we came to discuss today. So we will make our position perfectly clear. Markovia will not turn its back on desperate people fleeing tyranny.
All right, we have confirmation. Metahuman trafficking on Earth has spilled out into the galaxy. On multiple worlds, Earth's metahumans are being deployed by the enemy as weapons of mass destruction. Among other things, their presence in space is undermining our efforts to rebuild both Earth and the League's reputations after our trial on the planet Brimbor. Between the 7 of us, we're coordinating 6 teams of heroes, none of whom know we're working together. And that's a good thing? The opposite of light is darkness. Is that what we represent? I don't like keeping the other members of the League in the dark. And the rest of you? Are you all prepared to lie?
Hi. Yes. 1 hour. Just like last year, and the year before that, and the year before that.
Daddy. No, please, Daddy. It isn't fair. It's not enough time. No. No. Will it?
Of course, you're their father. Jeff, I'm the sister of a Green Lantern, and the ex-wife of a Black Lightning. Like, I know how this quitting the life thing goes. You mean it now, but sticking to it is something else. I had a feeling my ex wouldn't be able to give up the hero life for very long. Not that it's my business anymore. So, speaking of your transparent living arrangement, what's the deal with you and Artemis? Really? You're both single, living in the same house? But, sorry, I shouldn't make assumptions.
Neither are we. Please keep punching. Don't get up, Iris. I've got it.
Karen, you came!
This is Kat Grant reporting live for GBS from the Markovian Royal Palace. Markovia's King Victor Markov and Queen Ilona de Lam Markov are about to hold a press conference on this, the 2nd anniversary of the abduction of their daughter, Princess Tara. No ransom demand was ever made. She simply vanished without a trace. With me now is the princess's older brother, Prince Brionne Markov. Prince Brionne, you've just returned to Markovia after studying abroad for the last 2 years. And Crown Prince Gregor is heir to the throne because he was born 16 minutes before you. How does it feel to be just 16 minutes away from the crown? When you're invited to join a club this exclusive, you don't say no. That's right, Amistad, I do.
Uncle John, please!
Oh, I can hear you trembling in your living rooms now. Bridgie Gordon, martial law. Isn't that a bit extreme? But martial law was invented for a reason, my friends. Isn't that right, Baron? Now, what about the throne? Next in line is your nephew, Prince Gregor, correct? Allow me to introduce our guest. Founder of Good World Studios, Gretchen Good, or as she's more popularly known, Granny Goodness.
Kid, when you've been at this as long as I have, what you'll love is just getting through the day.
Okay, yeah, I totally love this gig.
A hockey puck? Really? Oh, no, you don't!
She. It is a she. Or was. Scans indicate heart failure. And I'm reading a female. Approximate age, 14 Earth years. Yes. I'm sorry. But this is a human girl. A child. From Earth.
That's Count Vertigo to you, peasant. Do you really know how your brother would react? More people are fine with this sort of thing than you'd imagine. What have you done?
I thought...
You thought you'd expose our operation to the royal family. Drag him in here. You're an idiot who put our entire syndicate in jeopardy. So first, you'll pod the prince, and then you may attempt to talk me out of killing you. Cover them up.
Holy... Shovel faster!
Get your weapons out of the truck! We can't let them get away!
Count Vertigo, sir.
One of the girls, she kind of came back to life as we were burying her. Full meta. She had help. A woman in combat gear. And the dead girl, she made some kind of shield out of light. Prince Brion, Courtois.
Markov? She washed out, but perhaps Granny can find some use for her. In this life, Cassandra, it pays not to get too attached to anyone. So, how is our young Miss Savage doing? I imagine it can't be easy training the boss's daughter. What a surprise. And how have you been holding up? Juggling 2 jobs is no easy feat. Of course, my apologies, Lady Shiva. I meant no disrespect. Any preference? As you wish. Bulletproof. That's annoying. Tip of the iceberg, Strokey. Sure it hurts. But you want to know a secret? I'm in near constant pain. I've just learned to adapt. Looks like our ride's here.
Blaming the Justice League or its members is laughable. The ridiculous quantity of conditions, exclusions, limitations, and stipulations that this body has added to the League's charter over Atlantean protest have made it impossible for the League to do its job. Even humanitarian missions cannot begin without the unanimous approval of the Security Council. These policies are costing lives. Your Highness, whatever the Baron's crimes, your brother also has much to answer for here. And if I may say, Markovia has suffered enough at the hands of metahumans. Please listen to me, my prince. Your country needs a new beginning, a new king, a new leader. Now more than ever. That mask doesn't fool me. I know it's you, Superboy. Don't play nice. You think I've forgiven you? You stole my girl. I mean, sure, I didn't know she was Miss Martian, but I was totally into her and you knew that. Dude, congratulations! No, really, that's awesome. I always thought you guys made a great couple. Maybe that means there's hope for me, too. Dang it, Tuck, we're missing all the action. There. Now we'll have some fun.
See, I've always thought it would be cool to be on TV like Mom. And for a while, it did make me feel close to her again. Or maybe it just distracted me. Let me push away the ghosts of her and Rita and Wally and everyone else I've lost. But I can see now I was chasing a dream, or running from a nightmare, or just feeling the mode. I'm ready to get back to reality now. Ready to get back to the life. I figured out a lot in there. Starting with this. At Good World Studios, Gretchen Good handles everything.
Monkey! Hey, bro, where'd you go? Now, who was I looking for? An elephant never forgets, so now I'll have to remember.
Rita.
I mean, Elastigirl!
Thanks, Rita.
Elastigirl, Rita! Please, I lost one, Mom. I can't lose you, too.
Hey, yeah, cause
I'm your brother from another mother and another planet. Where you going, Mento? Mom, Rita, you're both here. No, you can't have her back. Mom, where are you? Mom! Stop. I'm done. Change the channel. Then shut it up.
I'm so sorry I'm running late, Gar. The trade conference was endless. Oh, you're a doll. I'll be right out. I only just received them as a gift. I haven't even tried them yet. You are not allowed to call me that, or it's off with your head. Megan, Connor, please, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I called you and 911. I wasn't sure what they needed. Are you alright? I was so worried. Sorry, my English. What is Esther? I warned you what would happen if you called me that. Remember me? Let me introduce you to the rest of the Doom Patrol. Chief, Robot Man, Negative Woman, and my husband, Steve Jayton, also known as the Magnificent Mento. Garfield, it broke my heart when I heard about Marie. She was my best friend, and I miss her terribly. I could never take her place, but I'm really going to try and be a good mom to you. Now wait here, all right? We all have to go on a mission and die. Come on, bestie. Don't you think you've forgotten something important?
A word? Don't call me Mentor. Will you be at the house tonight? Oh, thank God. I'm sure. Had to figure we were obsessed with playing the Doom card game. Hello, Garfield. I'm chickening out. How else could I hide in shame for years? Then resurface, claim dubious parental rights, take you away from Miss Martian, and exploit your meta powers to make me rich!
Welcome to the team, Beast Boy. Doom Patrol, go! Not sure what else you could expect when there's Doom right in our name. Okay, Patrol, spell it out. D-I-E, 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 let's die!
Whatever.
Sorry your mom died. Go! D-O-O-M-P-A-T-R-O-L, Doom Patrol, go!
We are called the Doom Patrol Trolls.
Are you kidding me? This green kid needs a hospital.
It's the first time I felt safe in years. My captors took some joy in telling me about their deaths. But how did you find me? Who are these, people?
Brion, look! My fellow slaves! They didn't want any part of this. They have been forced into this life of violence and terror.
You have no idea what I've been made to do.
That's just the point. If you hadn't gotten me out, that would be me in there. We need to help.
I am well aware my uncle threatened to kill me if you didn't activate my metagene. And I am also aware that you are the only person who was kind to me during that time.
Race for light speed, people. I'm your very own Stargirl, Courtney Whitmore. And today, we're rocketing across the galaxy for another Good World Studios exclusive interview. We're hanging out with the most transformative young actor in Hollywood, the star of the hit sci-fi series Space Trek 3016. That's right, it's Lieutenant Torque himself, Garfield Logan. Well, just between friends, Gar, I'm dying to know more about a certain special friend you've been seen with, Queen Perdita of Vladova. And speaking of unifying hearts, you've recently begun a campaign to unify the world in vigilance against a growing threat.
Oh, where are my manners? We haven't been formally introduced. My name is Black Spider of the League of Shadows, Black Spiders. And I have a very special message to deliver to Mr. Shakar Marlowe. I think you do, Jack. See, I've been waiting out here, just for you, for hours. Now I don't begrudge. In fact, I hope you danced up a storm, had a few drinks, kissed a girl. You deserve all that, Jack. Because this is your last night on Earth. Why do they always run? Do I need better quips? Good job, kid. Boss will be proud. In fact, all the bosses will be proud. Gray, son.
Karaki, go home!
Some people just don't know how to enjoy a summer afternoon. Didn't know there were G designations. They both have meta powers. Why not put them on the team? Brainwashing isn't required for that. I kinda, sorta accidentally led the Joker to Mount Justice when I was their age. And please, be careful of my trees. My trees! Here, kid. So, want a carpool? Coming in when I want? Just one of the perks of being the new principal of Happy Harbor High. Occasionally, assuming the school board doesn't get wise.
Such a waste. We lost an excellent source of metahumans.
Translating interlac.
Where is she? I sense an old soul in this very young body. But who is fate to judge such things? Child of magic, do you understand the terms of our agreement?
I surrender! I surrender! Yeah.
Bro, walk your geek self 5 feet behind me.
Ensign Valiant.
More clavulons! Fire at will, Lieutenant!
Stuff looks really good, Garth. That single tear thing, genius.
Well, it may have been a silly 70s sitcom, but no one could deny we had a fantastic cast. Lord and Stanion, Rita Farr, me and Marie. There was a lot of talent there. And a lot of love. Well, I am the kid's godfather. I remember your christening like it was yesterday. Rita and I stood up for you, just before Marie moved you both to Greater Bialia.
Kurak.
Kurak, of course. You know this kid? I'll get it. Uh-oh. Hey, Megan. Queen Bee wants her honey back.
That was no mistake, human. Really? Wow. Thanks, Mr. Logan.
Hail, Earthlings! New Genisphere! Wolf! And Superboy! She is to be your mate? A cause for celebration, if only we had time. But there is trouble on New Genesis, and much to explain. The Forever People have been investigating reports of violence between the land-dwelling bugs and the new gods of Supertown. Tales of betrayal and strange monsters attacking from on high. But Mother Box detected no monsters, only traces of Earth-human DNA.
Thank you, Miss Chabert. It goes without saying that the independent nations of the world are deeply disappointed that some Leaguers don't seem to believe in the values their League claims to represent.
Hello, old friend. To what do I owe the pleasure of your call? Well, half the League resigned thanks to the restrictions I persuaded member nations to impose. And the other half don't have the firepower to stop an armada. What about the Leaguers deployed on their galactic goodwill tour?
Of course, the Atlantean ambassador supports the League. It's led by an Atlantean and a Themysciran. But why has no Bialian hero been invited to join? That statement is an outrageous exaggeration!
Nogal Charkin. Kadan Poch Dan Chartaran. Zom. Oh, new Charkin. What have you, Charkin, brought for me today? Do I look like I eat bug food? Surely you have something of value. Oh, please. Your pathetic attempt to mimic new god armor is laughable. We can't talk here.
Don't call me that green name. I am Ma'alefa'ak. It's a symbol. The Greens are a superstitious and cowardly lot. The Ma'alefa'ak scares them. So let them be scared by me. You know it's what they call us behind our backs anyway. While you've been off playing hero with Uncle Ja'an and your Earthlings, I've been dealing with the Reds and Greens oppressing us on Mars. I made a deal. If I do a few favors on New Genesis, I'll get help for the White Revolution on Mars. And I'm doing the bugs a favor. They're like us, oppressed and denied by those above them. They need to rise up and overthrow these so-called new gods. I'm just giving them a little push.
Why does Forager protect the enemy? Of course a new god would say that to protect another new god. Forager is a race traitor. Forager has no place in the hive. Lies! New gods want bugs dead. This Martian is manipulating Mantis psychically. Hive will not listen to Martians, Earthers, new gods, or traitors. If Hive sees any of you again, any of you, Hive will end you.
Who doesn't know of the foolish and impatient prince banished from his kingdom on live television? You seek the missing princess, but will not find her here. I don't need an army. I trained the army. As far as I can tell, boy, you are here to make a fool of yourself. Perhaps your sister chooses not to be found by you. I've hardly known you 5 minutes, but already sympathize with such a decision. I am no longer amused by this conversation.
Well, young man, are you proud of this little debacle? I believe the detective would be quite disappointed. I assume you came to recover these children? Take them and go. It is fine, Sensei. Boy, The shadows may indeed have your sister, but I am no longer head of the shadows. As you can see, there are no shadows here. In fact, I'm no longer part of the light. Ah, your memory is finally returning. Excellent.
Beggars can't be choosers. Now, gentlemen, let's be off. Time is not on our side. Yes, fear not. Come on, Vic. You know you're not allowed back here. Over here! Dale, give me a hand! Come on, let's move that off him. Greetings, children and fellow parents. It would be my pleasure.
2 points. Didn't think I'd actually score on this mission. I thought size doesn't matter. You gotta stop handing me these straight lines.
So you're Black Lightning. Heard you quit the Justice League. Must have known you were obsolete. Go ahead, zap me! Absorbing lightning's totally my thing.
What's he waiting for? We don't have a minute. Wearing yourself out. Sorry, really don't want to do this. Sorry, really sorry.
Oh, I'm finding the darkness within. The photo didn't indicate scale. It's larger than I was led to believe. That's a lot to swallow. Just need a minute. No, I think we'll just keep him bottled for a while. Or forever.
Now, this won't hurt a bit. Or it may be agonizing. Hard to say. Now, let's test it, shall we? Raise your right hand. Very good, but too easy. Punch yourself. Hard! What are you doing here? Oh, yes! Clayface, protect me! Shield me! You, time to go. Follow!
Sire, sturdy stock for the anti-life equation. So, your arrows and spears don't work out here, eh, savage? Watch as I prove why I am the only son who should concern you.
I am glad you approve, Lady Shiva. Now watch as I step outside and with one blast from Neptune's trident, deal a blow from which the so-called heroes will never recover. Please. I am Orm, the Ocean Master, a prince of Atlantis. Prince, I should be king. Instead, I spent 6 years inside an Atlantean prison. 6 years! I will not be denied my revenge.
What about meta-humanity? Will Markovia lift its ban on patience?
There is power to be drawn from grace, from serenity. Be at peace with your weapon. Feel it extend your reach. Let it become an extension of your arm, an extension of yourself. The girl shows a natural aptitude, hardly unexpected given her heritage. Savage made it very clear not to give Cassandra any special treatment. Don't insult me. If you can lead the shadows and be the newest member of the light, surely I can be sensei to the shadows and the new enforcer for the light. If I feel disrespect, you'll know.
You've come of age, Cassandra. As the daughter of Vandal Savage, these are the things you should know. Cassandra, have you read the part about the bear yet? Oh, that was my favorite part to write. So strange. To risk attack by the war world is to court certain death. Cassandra, have you read the part about the bear yet? Cassandra, have you read the part about the bear yet? That was my favorite story until today. I'll record this new chapter immediately while it's still fresh in my mind.
I am Vandal Savage of Earth. And my homeworld is off limits to all incursion or invasion. Leave now, or suffer the war world. Someone's making a move on my planet. Someone who knows Warworld can't be in two places at once. I must rectify this, or many ignorant humans will die. 7 champions, an elegant number, and we've learned to our regret that young heroes like these can cause the 7 of us no end of trouble.
Hey, Stompin' Steve Lombard coming at you. The Steve Lombard Sports Show brought to you by Good World Studios. Get happy, sports fans. Football season is once again upon us. And I've got the names of some up-and-comers that are sure to be future first-round draft picks. My picks for this year's National High School All-Star Squadron. Topping the list, from Henry Haywood High School in Detroit, wide receiver Victor Stone. Trust me, this kid's a touchdown machine.
Gee, Gordon, I'm proud of our product. I started Good World with a simple goal, to spark the imagination, and that has not changed. But that's not what I came to talk about. Good World Studios and the Wayne Foundation have partnered to help victims of meta-trafficking. We've made donations to the new Meta-Human Youth Center in Taos and other similar charities. This is something that Bruce Wayne and I both believe in passionately. We'll deal with these naughty children in our own good time.
The main man's contracted to kill this bug. The rest of you can go.
Fine. You had your chance.
There's no running from the main man, Casey man.
The main man doesn't kill and tell.
I could buy a new vest to regenerate new skin.
But you sure ain't
Gonna grow new heads to replace the ones I tear off ya. Gonna frag that Keezy femme till she's dust. Don't feel too bad. You bastards did better than most.
Which cat gets to cover, as usual? I swear, you have one set of twins and everyone forgets you're a reporter.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Got it! Gone!
Thanks, Bart. I really appreciate the help. Today, especially. Don't call him Dad.
And don't call me Grandma!
Mira! No, you and Archer are the first to arrive.
Lois, I'm so glad you and
Jonathan could make it. And our numbers are growing. It's a full house.
Don't call him Dad!
Hello, Iris. Are we late? They have been talking about it all day.
Oh, I'm having such a wonderful time.
Twisty! Do the twisty!
Have I mentioned that I love this gig? Because I really love this gig. Oh, come on. We're putting bad guys where they belong. I mean, you can't tell me part of you doesn't love this gig.
Oh yeah, they did.
It seems the doctor is out. You know I have no loyalty to the Shadows, but I honestly don't know who's running them. I do know they're being run out of Santa Prisca. Happy? How's Leon? Come on, sis. We both know she's better off without me. But I'll always be Cheshire first. See you later, sis. Hug Leon for me.
Oh, terrific.
Kadabra! Anytime!
Better get while the getting's good.
You know, Cheshire, most of my patients prefer to be sedated while under the knife to remove a bullet. One would almost believe you don't trust your physician.
Get out of here! You have no right!
We have 2 situations, each of which requires delicate handling. I have every confidence our new hire can handle the first. But Vandal, are you certain your acquaintance is up to the second task? Then our good works may proceed. Now we can be certain that Grayson has assembled a new off-the-books team, consisting of the Superboy, Lightning, Sportsmaster's younger daughter, the banished Prince of Markovia, the new Genessean Bug, and an unknown meta-girl.
We need help over here! I found him!
What is that?
Dr. Stone, you can't use that thing on Victor. Okay, I think I managed to attach EKG and EEG monitors. Are you getting anything? All right, everyone settle. Let's give a happy harbor welcome to our new students. This is Violet Harper and Fred Bug? Okay, great to have you here. Why don't you both take a seat? Miss Rowe, how thoughtful of you to join us. Just take your seat.
Buenas noches, Batman. I've been expecting you. No one gets on or off Santa Prisca without Bane knowing. No venom? A crutch. One I no longer require. Without it, I have found my true strength.
No, my guns! Devastation to Onslaught. Simon's down. High alert!
Everything will be all right, baby.
Terror Twins.
Guard the slave pens. Mammoth, Shimmer, Jr., check out that explosion.
Kill whoever caused it. Can't disagree. Tickles.
I can take anything you throw at me!
Greetings, Savage. What news? Our arrangement grants you this privilege. The might of Apocalypse is yours to unleash. Send your request. Indeed, Savage. Indeed.